Hello everyone. Probably seen my other videos before, hopefully, but I made some Ravens videos in the past, and I want to start a series called Ravens Review, where hopefully every week I'll go over what has been happening with the Baltimore Ravens. Also, the AFC North, so that includes the Steelers, Browns, and Bungles. I call them the Bungles. But, welcome to episode 1, the preseason. I know, very exciting. The preseason has ended this weekend, so I wanted to talk about it. So obviously, the main thing to come out of the preseason this year is the Ravens' 20-win preseason winning streak. Now I know I've seen comments on Twitter and from friends saying that, the preseason doesn't matter, who cares? It's just the preseason, but it's an important landmark. Like, no other team has done this before, and honestly, I think that's very special. It is the preseason, I don't care. I don't think a lot of people really care for the preseason, but I think this winning streak is a very important landmark. It also shows how good John Harbaugh is as a coach, as he can just take in these random players that you've probably never heard before and turn them into a winning team. Like the last preseason game against the football team, we blew them out 37-3. That was just absolute destruction. And also in the week 1 game against the Saints, we had 6 turnovers, which, we did only get 17 points, but having 6 turnovers is huge. It's very huge. So, congrats to the Ravens for getting this pretty historic landmark, and hopefully next preseason, the streak will continue. But the other major thing out of the preseason was pretty recent, is that J.K. Dobbins, really good running back for the Ravens, has unfortunately had a season-ending injury, which honestly is very disappointing. A lot of people on the Ravens were looking really starting to like him, putting a lot of work, putting a lot of effort, but unfortunately, he's not going to play this year, which does suck, obviously, as Baltimore is going to have to find, a new running back to take his place, but hopefully next season, J.K. Dobbins will come back and just be really, really cool. But there's some other preseason stuff I want to talk about. The Jets looked pretty good. Obviously, you guys know the New York Jets at the beginning of the season last year went 0-13, which is really bad if you don't know. And they finished 2-14, which is still pretty terrible, but they at least won a game or 2 games. But yeah, the Jets technically went undefeated this preseason, and tying with the Eagles during the last game. But the Jets, didn't look pretty good. I'm not a Jets fan. I know nothing about the Jets, but hey, maybe they'll win more than 2 games this year. Maybe they'll win 5 games. 5 games. Can you believe that? But also as well, we saw Trevor Lawrence play his first games, which, he won against Dallas. I don't know about the first 2, assuming they lost, probably one of them, but, I don't know, he looks cool. So, cool. Cool for him. But, yeah, probably my favorite part while watching the preseason games is just how bad everyone is. Like, obviously, most teams are not, obviously starting with their main guys. Because, what if they get injured, like Dobbins? But, I feel like, watching, like, these backup players play football is pretty funny. And probably the best part about this is the field goal attempts. Oh my gosh. The field goal attempts are really hilarious. Like, especially that one in the Hall of Fame game. Steelers and the Cowboys. That just awful field goal that just went woo. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. But, watching one of those terrible field goals make me feel better about myself because I'm not put under that pressure to kick a ball between two yellow bars. Not doing it. But yeah, the preseason, obviously most people do not care about the preseason. Obviously, the Ravens went 3-0 in the preseason like usual. Or not like usual, because they got rid of a preseason game this season. The Steelers, I believe, went 3-1 because they lost to the Panthers. But the Browns, I think, also went. I think the Browns went, 2-1. Don't know. And the Bengals, or as I like to call them, the Bungles. So, good. I don't know how they did. Actually, I think they also went 2-1 as well. But yeah, football starts in like 2 weeks. So I'm pretty excited for the Ravens Raiders game on Monday. Why is it gotta be the last one? But yeah, this is just episode 1. Did you like this? I hope so. And always, go Ravens.